Hey, John here. So we got this John Deere D130, and we're going to change the ground belt, or drive belt. Some people refer to a ground belt. So the drive belt is what makes this thing go forward and backwards, and we do have to drop the deck. Well, actually, sometimes you don't have to drop the deck. You can maneuver around it, but I'm going to take the deck off anyways because it needs to be cleaned, and some issues are with the deck. So we're going to take the deck off and then see what the pulley situation is. This should be fairly easy, so let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I do is lower the mower, about the blade height, all the way down to the ground as far as it'll go. And then we got about 6 pins to take off. This should be no tools necessary. Let's see here. I got a light, I guess. So this is for your engagement. You can pull this pin and get this out of its socket, and then there's a Z-bend for the spring in here that we can just take that off, let it dangle there, and then we got one up here with a washer. Oh, I'm gonna have to get some tools, a little stuck in there. So we got 2 on that and 1 here, and that's just gonna dangle. Might be able to get that one up. Yep. And there's a washer in there. I'm going to get a light here in a second, I promise. I don't want to lose this washer. I'll just take that and let it dangle. And this should come out with no tools, but this one is being problematic. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a pair of pliers to get that one out. Let's see, the one up forward. Sometimes there's 2 on this. This stick only has 1. That's all those funky fellas, springs, and it's got a washer. Sorry about the light. I said I was going to get a light, so we'll just dangle that. And we also have, well, we're going to do the other side, but let me get a light and a tool here. All right, just pull up on the deck a little bit, release this fella. So we got everything done except for the forward pulley, and that is, I want to say it's a 15 or somewhere close to that, but at this point right now we can probably get this off without doing a pulley right now, because this looks like the keeper is, we're looking at the same thing here. Where are we? There's the keeper. The keeper looks like it can, the belt we can, again, I got to get the camera down, so just taking it off that side, and then we're going to do the other side, and then the belt should be free. There we go. Alright, so everything's free. We could slide her out. Alright, we slid her out. This is what we were looking at. So this is one of the arms, the other arm, and these rear arms, right? That's what we released, and this the spring, when you engage. That's it. All right, so I'll give you a little peek what it looks like. So this forward pulley there of the ground belt. You see these keeps? They're not removable, so we're going to have to take this pulley, loosen, or just take this nut right out. It's a long bolt, and then we can take this pulley right off. Show that a bit, but just want to show you the belt routing. This one's pretty easy. We're going to take these two pulleys right out of it, and we probably would just clip this belt. So it's looking like a 16 and a 15, 16 and a top pulley and 2 15s, which I don't have an impact for a 15, so we'll just use the regular guys. Alright, so we got them 3 bolts off, and like I said, you can clip this if you want to, but these look like they're cemented in there. So we're just going to take this top pulley off, or take it out a little bit, and because these are under a spring, see the spring here, it should be, yeah, it's easy enough to do it by hand. So if you want to, get a pry bar in there so you can take this thing off easier. Alright, so let me get you a little closer here. So after we took this pulley off here, which was easy. So this doesn't have a keyway. It does, but it's you know, stamped in there, so you don't have to worry about losing your keyway. And then this belt, you could just let it dangle or just hold it here for a second. And then the next thing is you got to take your steering column out. Right? Where are we? We're looking at the same thing here. Which, not sure what size bolt that is. This bolt's a 19 for the steering column. It's just a little gear here we're going to take off. Might need to rotate the tires a little bit to see how this moves. And then this thing should push right out. And I'm going to take this steering column right out just because I need to lube it up. It's a little bit rusty. But this thing might be rusty just up against the walls. Now we can take this belt right off. Probably these pulleys too. Wow, everything's seized. It's been on there so long. You might even need new pulleys, I don't know. I'll have to see. Oh, shucks. I thought the camera was still on. So these things were pretty seized on there. On the collar here, I'll take it a little closer, all that white stuff. So the pulley's off now, but what I did was, because you don't want to have, you can't get in there with a, let's just get this on. You can't get in there with, hold on a second, get this thing out of here. You can't get in there with a puller, right, because these are plastic. I don't know if you can see this white stuff, just corrosion. You know, aluminum on steel, but they were like this. I'm going to lube everything up. So what I did is, yeah, that won't even fit on there. I put this nut back on there, right, and just kept whacking it with a dead blow hammer, and everything loosened up. But don't make the mistake of putting a puller behind this plastic pulley because you'll ruin them. Yeah, it's looking like a belt keep down there too. So can we get this thing out of there without disturbing? I'll take it up closer in a second. Nope. Wow, what an inconvenient place for that. Here's where I'm at. So oftentimes they have a belt keep, and on there, you know, they're bendable most of the time, but this sucker is not. It's you actually have to use a so it's a 15. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. That nut is a 15 on the shaft there. Just cracked her loose, so so we'll work on getting that out. It's just a belt keep. I don't know why. I don't know why they would put it like that, because if you're on the ground trying to get up around this thing, you know, like I said, I'm you know, directly up in the air, so it's easy for me to get to. So I'll go ahead and unthread this thing out, and then we can get the rest of this this belt off, right? Okay, so it's out. It's this little fella here, right? We can get this belt off now. Let's put the new one on and just reverse this whole process. All right, so if anybody's looking for the part number, it's GX20006, basically 20,006. That's for the John Deere OEM belt, but we ain't gonna pay for a John Deere OEM belt when you can go to your local Tractor Supply and get yourself an 89-inch Armit, I guess, Husky, whatever the hell it is. That's so the belt's 89 inches, so that's what we're gonna go with. You can get them on Amazon too, and I did purchase on Amazon plugged-in D30, and I had to just come today. It's the wrong goddamn belt. Tractor Supply was only $20 for this belt. On Amazon it was $26, I think it was, something like that. Anyways, let's put this thing on, get everything back together, and get this thing rolling here. So we're going to loop it around the back, and I'm going to put my belt keep back in. I'm going to do that off camera because it's a little you know, time consuming. Alright, so I cleaned everything up, lubed everything up, but we're going to send this up and just drape it. Now I got that belt keep back in there too, so we're just going to go ahead and just kind of have this kind of secured there like that, and then we're going to send the the drive shaft back through, and then we'll hook up our pulleys here. Let's see, will it plug right in? So I lift this part up too. Put this fella back in there, wherever. It's got little splines in it, you just got to find and turn. There we go. So before I put the V and the idler on, I'm going to go ahead and secure this upper pulley here. So we just feed it on there and then find where the there it goes. Find where the what do you call it, the keyway, right? Zap that down. So like I said, I lubed everything up, and we got the V and the idler, right? The V on this side, right? Wow, even the nut is corroded. Then we have the idler on this side, but this is where this thing bends. Not bends, but you know, it's on a spring. The spring here. Am I even looking at the right thing here? I got the camera still up in the air. Oh no, we're good. Just gonna go ahead and bend it by hand. Get that. There we go. Easy peasy. Right. And that's that. Alright, so we're gonna put this slide this mower back in and get it attached. Kind of reverse situation here. It's just a reverse situation. So there's a hanger up there. This fella goes on. It was this the bigger washer and the stronger cotter pin. It's holding that up. You didn't even have to lift that side up. That's that leg. But this cable, if you remember, goes here, but we have to put this Z-bend in on the deck first. Hard to do this one-handed. There's the Z, and then we'll pull this back to, I look at the same thing here. What are we looking at? Yeah, just goes in this hole here. Right? A cotter key. Right. So this is the belt. Remember the belt? We had to sneak it around the guides there. I gotta get over on the other side. I can't reach from here. Get over the other side, sneak that one on, and then we'll do our bottom pin here. Right, put the nut and the washer on that. So let me get to the other side. Alright, so just got the belt on the other side of the keep, and then we just got this fella down here. Front piece. Like I said before, sometimes there's two of these. This one just has one, and this fella just clips in here. Like so. And that's it. Alright, got everything back together. Took it for a test run, and she works good. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See you next time, yeah?